I know I'm gonna show my face and also, what is that? Step into my more, I guess, authentic self and or, femininity in a more, mature, refined, and or adult manner, however one wishes to, um, describe it, I guess. Um, I have no idea, and this has been a few readers I've listened to. I don't know for how many past days or weeks or whatever. But it's been this reoccurring theme of Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde vibes. Remnants of Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde coming back up. Blah 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 blah. And I look at myself and I look at the said individual, right, that I'm, my immediate surroundings or whatever. Um, there have not, maybe as opposed to maybe in other previous times, right? Place things where they go. Um, there has not been any miscommunication issues. I'm gonna get at something here, and I think people are gonna understand because the fact that I can discern. Yeah, I'm gonna blow some people's minds here in a sense. Like there's gonna be an aha moment or whatever. Let's bring things back to center and keep things in perspective, right? How does one perceive? How good is one able to see thyself? How is one able to see others, right? Clearly. Um no, it is just called, I'll explain it in simple terms here. It is just called what? Me being an INFJ and another person not being that. It's also called just dealing with a quote unquote malignant narcissist. It's also called being wired differently, and I also believe the alchemist has spoken about there being three distinct soul beings or what have you. So, yes, things can actually be just explained in those ways. When you're dealing with a malignant narcissist, from my understanding, it's the me mentality. This in regards to men, they're homosocial. Um, and yeah, you know, you're just not fully heard and or acknowledged because of those said reasons. So because you're on two different sort of unique wavelengths because of you being wired and made up differently than a said another individual, there's always going to be a rift, and that naturally occurring rift causes issues in communication. So in actuality, it has nothing to do with Mercury retrograde. I know you guys love to fixate in explaining anything and everything when it comes to communication on Mr. Chariot Rooster Man, quote unquote, in the said collective or quote unquote pantheon, but I hate to break it to some of you knuckleheads, it actually can be explained even further. I would say a more direct method here. So, don't shoot the messenger here. I am just a messenger like the rest of y'all. So, I'm just really, really sick and tired of people misinterpreting and thinking that I'm misinterpreting people around me when I'm not. And what it's just a natural cause and effect occurrence because you put two people together. You put an old soul maybe next to a not so much old soul. That sort of mathematical equation, how that just creates a natural rift and or cause and effect, a scenario occurrence to happen in real life time. So, that's just me though, just kind of, making sense of things or, you know, helping people to make sense of things. Yeah, that's what I have a knack for. But anyway, to who needs to hear this real quick here? I'm just getting just a little bit annoyed over this fixation with Mercury retrograde thinking there's so much miscommunication and misunderstanding and whatever, and that's the cause of it. No, it can be explained in other terms or sense of the word, whatever people want to call it, in more simpler terms that are direct. So forgive me not on my ability to use a sort of harness a sort of more direct mathematical approach here. So, I will happily indulge in this. So, anyway, to whom needs to hear this real quick?